CTO of Active Circuitry. And let me just briefly explain what Active Circuitry is about. We produce and create cybersecurity products for enterprises and individual users. And one of the product that we have that we would like you to benefit from today is called Active Guard. So Active Guard is designed for Android phone users. It's basically a cyber security solution for Android users. And following this, we will be having Active Guard for Windows and Active Guard for iOS soon. So as of now, we hope that we want to share with you today. The main topic is not really about ActiveGuard. Today, the main topic is really about the cybersecurity safety of young children. As you know, a lot of young children they are exposed to the digital world at a younger and younger age through platforms like Minecraft and especially one that is highly interactive that is called this Roblox. So Roblox is this game that a lot of young children as young as 4 years old likes to play. They like to play Roblox simply because there's endless combination of fashion that you can put on your character. And game designers they have a chance to introduce their games to young kids. But at the same time, this kind of platform exposes uh, some sort of cybersecurity risk to young children, which is why we want to go more into this. So today's sharing, today's webinar is really for parents who have young kids that play on this kind of platform a lot. So we want to explain what are the different kinds of risk young children face when they play on this kind of platform. Then, in addition to that, right, we want to talk you through in exact details what is happening when they play in all these kind of platform, what kind of risk that they are exposed to, and um, how can our product ActiveGuard serve to benefit you and your young children? So the title for today's webinar is called the Digital Playground, where learning meets safety online. So this is a presentation that we do on this online webinar. Then, in addition to this, right, we do this presentation live in schools. So we visit schools and we go through this webinar. We go through this presentation with the schools in front of the young children, but although we are using the same set of slides, this slide is actually tweaked in a way that we are educating the parents. But the one that we use in school, it has some gameplay to it. So we play with the children and we let them know, let them learn and play in order to understand uh, what is cybersecurity and what can they do to keep themselves safe. Then, in addition to that, for young children, right, we teach them things like how do you choose your password. This is a very important topic for young children. And how do you identify predators on this kind of platform? How to disengage from such predators? So, if you are interested in us presenting to the school, holding a session in a school, it's just like a 45-minute session where we go through a presentation slides in a fun way. Then we introduce to them to this Active Guard. Just download it and for their protection. But for today, it's from the perspective of a parent. So let us just focus on this perspective today. Okay, so on the uh on the top left hand corner of your screen, there is the QR code that that you can scan, and it goes right to the download page for ActiveGuard. So if during the presentation you are ever interested in using ActiveGuard, just scan the QR code on the top left hand corner, and you will be able to download ActiveGuard for free. So if the message below, it says that, ActiveGuard Premium subscribers get access to the latest threat intelligence. Well, but if you didn't subscribe to ActiveGuard, you won't be able to connect to our highly advanced AI cybersecurity engine that leverages more than 4 million signals. And this cybersecurity engine will actually improve every single day by 1,000 plus signals, which means that if you pay to become a subscriber, you are not only contributing to the cybersecurity ecosystem to keep everyone safe, you are connecting to this AI cybersecurity engine that grows more intelligent every day and grows stronger in optimizing your own cybersecurity protection. Right, let us just go straight into the presentation. Okay, so um as you know, it's not just the parents that are going online more often. We do, like, as a parent, as a young adult, we do a lot of things online: education, banking transactions, paying of taxes. There's so many things that we do on the handphone itself. We even view, even our entertainment is on the handphone. Basically, the whole aspect of our life is on the handphone now. Increasingly, even sport is on the handphone, is with the handphone. Imagine like going for a run and you use the handphone as a tracker. Go to the gym and you use the handphone as a counter for your bicep curls and so on. So handphone has become an integrated part of our lives. So but then the same goes to for the young kids as well, because these young kids, they are increasingly turning to platforms like TikTok for their animation cartoon videos, or they'll see young influencer dancing and sharing some nuggets of knowledge and so on. Then in addition to this, apart from all this, right, they also engage in games like Roblox, what I said earlier. So Roblox is only just one of the many games that young people play. But I just like to use Roblox as an example for now. But there are many platforms that equally poses risk to the young children. It's just that, just for today's sake, I'm not saying that Roblox is extremely dangerous. Okay, all platforms have poses the same kind of danger, but it's just that we're just using Roblox as an example. And all these cyber threats, right? Well, basically, they always have the same vectors that is always the same vector that causes the kids to compromise their cyber security safety. So all these vectors, the hackers, they like to attack the kids using viruses, malwares, and they always attract the kids to download something. They try to communicate with the young children, uh, posing as young children themselves on Roblox, then talk to the young kids through the chat, and then they get the kids to download some strange applications or get them to click on some links. And these kids, they unknowingly just download or they click on the link, and therefore these these devices that the kids are using, they become compromised. And these devices that young kids use, very often, sometimes, they play Roblox, the kids, they play Roblox on the handphone, but the handphone doesn't belong to them. It belongs to the mother, it belongs to the father. And after they compromise the devices, the kids go and compromise the devices by clicking on all these links, downloading all the strange apps. Now, the mother and the father becomes compromised. Their banking transaction details, um, their chats and so on, all gets compromised because of the kids' unsafe gaming practices. So this is how. Uh, so this is why I want to go into the details of exactly how hackers gain access to these devices by using the kids, and what kind of functions do they do, what can they do, what can they do to your phone. So just now I talk about malwares and viruses. So hackers, they always use one of these methods to gain access to your phone. And these malwares and viruses, of course, you as a parent can download them as well. But the greatest vector to getting to your data is actually your children. So you must always try to advise your children not to anyhow add strangers on chatting apps, not to anyhow add strangers on Roblox. Because if you observe your children playing on Roblox, there are many adults acting as young children, chatting up these young kids and getting them, saying strange things. Sometimes it can be something that is quite perverse. Sometimes it's just saying things like, hey, I got this free gift for you. I can give you free Robux. Free Robux. Robux is the currency for kids to buy additional toys, fashion on the Roblox game itself. So they use this kind of gifts to entice the kids to one corner and chat them up and then give them the download to some malicious link. And another way that all your device can be compromised, right, is kids sometimes they hold on to phone lines that are just temporary. It doesn't really exist for long because it's just a SIM card for them to play for a while. Then after a while, they start to change number. This is one of the case, a real case. So just want to share about it. So the kid hold onto a line for a while, then they start adding their their friends to the chat group. Then after a while, right, um, the number changes. So a stranger takes over the number, and now within the chat group, this that person in the chat group is no longer your kid's friend. It is a stranger that has taken over your kid's friend's phone line. So as you go on and start chatting in the group about all kinds of sensitive information, private information, among your friends, you think that that account continues to be your kid's friends, but actually it's a stranger and he or she has access to all this information. So you always got to check regularly or get your kid to check with their friends regularly whether they are still using the same telephone numbers. Okay, then the other one is do not visit strange websites. This is definitely a big no because strange websites are a huge giveaway to opening doors to malwares and viruses. One way that you can check whether this is a strange website is you go to the website. Okay, once you click onto the website, then you move your mouse around different elements of the website, and strangely enough, all the buttons and all the pictures and every single element of the website points to another website, and they all have the same addresses. They all have the same address. Then if that's the case, most likely it's an infected website. Because for a normal website, usually the button login is it points to a login page. And if it's different button have different websites, but if every single button points to the same website, it means that this hacker behind the website, he's trying to do or die. He's going to get you to that single website, get you to press on it, get you to that single website, so that the malicious software gets installed on your website, on your computer. Right. Now, this is hackers. What they like to do, the children, they like to steal passwords from children, and they like to target young children because especially kids on platforms like Roblox, because Roblox, some parents they invest a lot in their kids Roblox account because the kids they want to buy stuff like fashion, weapons, and so on, and you need to have real money to buy them. So what Roblox does is that it allows parent to invest a certain sum of real money into the kids Roblox account every single month. So it's based on a subscription basis. Like for example, you're gonna pay like USD $20 per month. So So your kid's account increases by $20 every single month. And some kids, they don't spend so much, you see. So they just buy a piece of fashion here, a bit of weapon there. Then it just adds up to about $5 per month. But you have a minimum sum that you need to invest in Roblox, like $10 plus per month. So there's an excess. And that excess on your kid's account keeps on growing every single month. So a lot of um, hackers and malicious actors, they are targeting this account. They want to get this Robux on your kid's Roblox account and steal that sum of money. And one more thing is, one way that they can guess the account, these hackers, they can guess the password to the account is by looking through the profiles of your kid's website. So every kid that plays on Roblox, they have to fill up a form, and this form will actually form up their profile page, the nickname, where they stay, and so on and so on. So one thing is, kids, they like to put in a lot of real information on their profile page, which is definitely, they shouldn't be doing this at all, because if you put in exactly where you stay, exactly where you study, how old you are, what's your favorite cat, or sometimes the profile page, they have some brief description, and the kids, they really put everything inside, every single aspect of their life. So these hackers, right, they look through the profile page and they start to profile the child, exactly where he or she stays, everything, and from there they try to guess the password. And very often, kids, when choosing the password, they try to choose password based on their lifestyle as well. And this is exactly the same even for young adults. So even for adults, all right. So this is something that we must prevent the children from doing. That is putting too much private information on the child's social media accounts. Otherwise, the hackers, they can start guessing the password. And the last point is, do not deposit too much cash into the children's game account. Yeah, that's what I talked about earlier. So that's about it. Now let's just go to the next one. The next one is unauthorized access. Yep, unauthorized access. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, so hackers, once they have access to your computer or your phone, so this is one of the way that once your devices is open up to the hackers through your children, they can start listening to your conversation. So this is it's a very easy hack, and a lot of hackers are using it. They want to listen to your conversations between you and your spouses, or they're listening to the conversation that you have in during meetings, because they want to gain more information. And this is a very funny part, is that a lot of scammers, they call you up and then they start regurgitating private information that only you or your spouses know, or only you and your colleagues know. But somehow or rather, the scammers, they know all these things, okay? Then they regurgitate to you, and you become like, hey, is this my colleague? How come he knows about it? They try to fake as your colleague, and he knows a lot of details about the product that you're going to launch. What do you speak to your spouses? What kind of problems do you have? That's because your phone is silently listening to you every single day, 24/7. Then by the end of the night, like 3 a.m., the phone suddenly sends an update to the hacker server. It sends a recording to the hacker server when you're not aware. Then after that, they'll be listening to your conversations like months after months. Then they form a scam for you. So do not click on suspicious link. Do not download software from dubious website. If you do, they have the opportunity, the chance to listen to your conversations. Right? This is microphone abuse, right? So the next one is equally scary. This is, they are looking at you through the camera. They're looking at you through the pinhole camera on your phone. So they don't even have to install any secret camera bugs on your at your house. The camera is already available on your phone. And the best of all is, they have access. Once they have access to your device, they can access the camera at the front and at the back, front camera and the back camera of your device. So this is a very problematic thing that's happening. Case and for kids, right? When you're letting them have, if kids have their own handphone, remember that maybe you can put a scotch tape on the camera to block it out. Otherwise the hacker will be observing the surrounding, your house surrounding, or your office surrounding, or whatever, they are just observing everything, and they're activating the front and back camera, left, right, center, in order to understand what kind of environment you stay in. So if you're passing your phone to your kid, you can tape it up, and now you can easily buy those kind of plastic cover that you just place on the camera. If you want to use it, you can slide the cover open. If you don't want to use it, just keep it closed. So this is one way to prevent the hackers from observing your background. Then the other one is for kids, right? Do not accept video calls from strangers. So how they do is hackers, they contact the kid and then they befriend the kid on Roblox. So that is the first step. So the first step is to chat up the kid. Then they get to know the kid, get some contact information from the kid. Then they start a video call with your kid. So if you notice that your kid is behaving suspiciously in the room and chatting to somebody through the video call, you got to be careful about it, because that could be the start of a predator that's preying on your child, or a hacker that is trying to get more information about you through your child. And the last one is do not click on links sent by strangers on games website. This is the easiest hack. They always send this to kids, and kids always click on it. So try to educate your child about this. Now, uh, just want to go through the core protection feature of ActiveGuard. So ActiveGuard is our cybersecurity product, and it has the antivirus shield, the standard antivirus shield. But the main thing is we have the intrusion detection system that is housed on the phone, but is working 24/7 in the background. And what it's trying to do is that it's trying to detect suspicious behavior in your phone, because there are some app that you never use, but you have downloaded it, but you never use it before. It's always there, but somehow or other, it keeps sending strange information in the background, sometimes at 3 a.m. in the morning, in the middle of the night. It doesn't have to be 3 a.m., but in the middle of the night. So it keeps sending information, updates about you, where you are, the conversations that you have. So what this intrusion detection system of ActiveGuard does is that it helps you to monitor this kind of malicious behavior. And if it happens, right, it will alert you that this particular app is behaving maliciously. It sends you an alert. It gives you the threat alert of that threat level of that app, and then you decide whether or not to trust it or to block it. And you'll be surprised once you install this. You'll be surprised what kind of apps are sending information about you to their server. So you can download it for free, and you'll understand the behavior of your phone. Then we have several other functions apart from antivirus and the intrusion detection system. We have other functions as well that protects your phone's privacy. One is the camera monitoring. So if there's any malicious software that starts to abuse your camera, our monitor will start to alert you that your device is compromised. Somebody is using your camera to spy on you. The other one is microphone abuse. If somebody starts listening to your conversations, and he abuses the microphone and starts listening to your conversations secretly, our app will start to alert you, telling you that somebody is listening to you right now, and you should do something about it. Then the other one is another function is called the clipboard monitoring, because a lot of us, we do cut and paste operation. We cut the password, then we paste it somewhere on the login page. We cut the OTPs, then we paste it on the login page. So between this cut and paste, right, your password and your OTP is stored on the clipboard. And hackers who have access to your phone and your devices, they take this information and quickly take over your user session, take over your phone, take over your banking transactions, because they have your password. So what this clipboard monitoring does is that it clears this clipboard on a regular basis based on the interval that you choose. Then, in addition to that, there's also monitor. So, in case any app someone tries to get this information from your device, it alerts you immediately. So it's a very good function. And the other function that we have, the last function, is called the login activity monitoring. So if you activate this and you leave your phone on the table, and then once you leave your phone, right, you come back to it, and then you notice you can check if anyone has tried to access your phone. And one of our users, they actually, for is a real example. One of the user, she activated the login activity monitor, left her phone on the table. She left the phone on the table, leave the table for a short 10 minutes toilet break. When she came back, she found that there was two suspicious login on the phone. And it was just her and her colleague in that same room. So you'd be surprised that your colleagues or your spouse might be trying to log onto your handphone. So she said that the lady tried to log in two times, both failed. Obviously, she didn't log in for the third time because this would activate the lockdown mode. But if you activate this login activity monitoring, you gain information about what's happening to the things around you, and you start to be aware and beware of your surrounding. So why should parents act now? Okay, so just go down and explore this Active Guard app and go through the materials that I've shared with you with your children. Then at the same time, get them exposed to this kind of knowledge early. If not, children have a tendency to not listen to their parents. Anything that their parents say, they don't believe in the parents. They think that they are smarter than the parents. So unfortunately, this is what's happening around the world right now. Children always do that. Okay, so if you start sharing cybersecurity materials with them, they are highly likely not to believe you. So get them to listen to the webinar. They tend to listen to the external consultant. It's like teaching mathematics. You teach them mathematics, they don't want to listen to you. If only you get a teacher to teach them, then they start listening. Hopefully, they start listening. So, these are the things that you have to go through. Okay, sorry. This page is a game that we play with the kids in school when we do the school presentation. So we just skip this page. We teach them cybersecurity through games. Okay, so we are nearing the end of the presentation. The digital world will only get more complex with AI. With AI coming on, the rate of attack has increased by 151%, and all research has shown that this is due to AI. Malicious actors is using AI faster than ever before, and they can reach your children, which is the weakest link of your cybersecurity ecosystem, and you can't always be there to protect your children. Therefore, you must learn to train your children and inculcate a habit in them to always learn, question, and think critically instead of you always protecting them. They have to have the awareness. So they have to always be learning so that they can navigate this complex digital world in the future. Then these are the actions that you can take right now. Supervise the children's devices usage every now and then. If they are in the room playing on the phone, don't just barge in and just look at what they are surfing or something like this. Knock on the door and ask them, hey, are you thirsty? Do you want a drink? While you're asking that, peek at what they're doing. Are they doing some video calls with strangers? Offer them some food. Hey, are you hungry? Do you want some tidbits? Then bring some tidbits in. Make it conversational. Don't barge in and shock them. You see, and also get them exposed to the latest technology in with under your supervision. So because there's one user that said that her child was talking to an AI, and the child thought that the AI was a real person. So you wouldn't want that to happen. You want them to learn about AI, but you need to teach them and supervise what's AI as well. Then the third point is get children to attend webinars and lesson on cybersecurity, because sometimes they just don't listen to you. But if they listen to an external party, it somehow becomes easier. Then include this, right? So invest in a good and trustworthy software for your child. Well, just go and download ActiveGuard. It's free, and you can start using all the functions. But if you decided to be a subscriber, then what happens is that you will be connected to our highly advanced AI cybersecurity engine that really optimizes your cybersecurity protection. Our AI cybersecurity engine, once connected, it already has it leverages more than 4 million plus signals that really protects your entire system. Then it grows by 1,000 plus signals every single day. So it's becoming more intelligent every day. Your protection becomes better. Then, in addition to that, when you are using ActiveGuard, uh, only the identified threats, viruses, malware is sent to our system. But if you don't want this information to be sent our system, just turn it off in the telemetry off in the settings. We respect your privacy, and once you do that, all data will stay locally on your device. Then we design this app fully. We designed this app to protect you fully in your digital footprint, your privacy. So we are not here to take your privacy away from you. We're protecting you, your privacy, from all the other apps and malicious actors. So if you are interested, just go ahead to download ActiveGuard. It's free. And even if you decide to subscribe, per month is like $1 plus, $1.99. For a year is $22.99. So that's it for today. Thank you for your attention during this webinar. We will be holding this kind of webinar regularly, different kinds of webinar. One is product demonstration, sessions for kids, sessions for parents, sessions for business executives. So tune in regularly if you're interested in any of this. Do share with your friends as well if you feel that they can benefit from this kind of cybersecurity knowledge. And also remember to download ActiveGuard. It's free. Use it to protect yourself today. Thank you very much.